Pokémon Peggle. I love these games more than you will ever know. They're just so entertaining, so very simple, and in some ways even similar. For example, they each have balls and other similar things. There's just one issue though. While I can upload Pokemon videos willy-nilly onto this channel, I could never make a Peggle video. The algorithm would commit various unspeakable crimes against me. But what if I told you I had conjured up a plan to get around this issue? Yes, like the mighty Trojan horse, I too am sneaking in a special surprise within my Pokemon video. That's right, lads and ladies, welcome to the world's first Peggle-lock. An idea created by me, unless it turns out it wasn't, in which case I choose not to listen to you. The rules are incredibly straightforward. We'll be playing Pokemon X with our standard hardcore Nuzlocke rules, which will be on screen now. The twist being that before every single gym leader, we must play a game of Peggle. We'll select a random map, pick a random character, and then start. If we win, we continue like nothing happened, but if we lose, every single Pokemon in my party is killed on the spot. All potentially 6 of them. Just like the victims of the mighty Trojan horse. I'll be honest with you, this was one of my most enjoyably stupid challenges to date, and I really do hope you enjoy it. And if you do, make sure you subscribe to the EscarJoe channel. Also, I have a Patreon, so if you want to go and support me over there, you can get your names shouted out at the end of every video, and you'll get access to an exclusive Discord chat in the EscarJoe server. So thank you to everyone that subscribes. To begin the journey, I first chose our starter, Chespin, who we need to craft a worthy name for. Something memorable, something perhaps nostalgic. That's when it hit me. Quilladin Ryan, after my good friend and Minecraft YouTuber Paladin Ryan, or just Paladin for short. Make sure to comment that on all his videos, by the way, he'll love it. After crushing our first rival fight with Quilladin Ryan, I begin catching more teammates for the meat grind, I mean gym battles. Mr. Worldwide's actually a really good one because we can have all the colours. I like this name. Heading into Santaloon Forest gets us a Caterpie called Butcherine. Upon exiting the forest, we run into Puff Buddy, let's go BB. And finally, hiding within Route 22 was Litleo, by far one of the most forgettable Pokemon of its era, but this one, by the grace of God, did have an S-tier name. Dandelion? That's actually not bad. With her caught, our first team for the opening gym is all but set in stone, but as you've more than likely noticed, we're stuck with 5 Pokemon. We've got no reserves in the back. If we lose the first game of Peggle, it is a wipe. However, some nerd watching this is probably gonna say, you could easily game the system here by leaving 2 Pokemon or so in the PC. Then by bringing 3 into the battle, you will guarantee that even if the Peggle results in a loss, then you still have Pokemon to use. Which is fine if you're a filthy coward. I'm not going to do that. I am going to always have the fullest team of Pokemon that I can possibly have. And in this case, that is 5. With that ramble finally out of the way, I believe it's time to get pegging. Now the gameplay here is as basic as things come. You start with 10 balls, with which you need to hit all of the orange pegs on the map. Do that, and the stage is clear, and we are golden. To help with this objective, we also have our randomly selected character who grants us a power-up once we smack a green peg. These power-ups range from broken to complete and utter garbage, the unicorn being the latter. Not ideal for the first game. The randomization of the level will also, as you'll soon see, play an undeniably massive role in whether or not we're able to win. This first one in particular not being great. Its layout prevents us from getting too many combos, unless we hit absolutely crack shots like, goddamn, I am incredible. But it also does have a lot of rectangles of doom, which bounce the ball in stupid ways sometimes. After a beautifully smooth opening, we enter into a horrific rocky middle, not really being able to hit that many pegs. But I am not one to be deterred. My honor is on the line here, and also the fact that the intro to this game is very long and boring, so I strap in and start hitting significantly better shots. Still in it, we're still in it, off the back wall. In the fourth corner. Planned. If we can get both of them there, we get that last one there, we win. Oh. Oh! The glorious final shot leads to my victory in the first Peggle-lock Peggle match. Everyone has lived their first encounter getting pegged, but given we're rocking up to the bug gym with 1 fire type and 2 flying types, it's clear we're still at a massive disadvantage. Luckily, the legend Quilladin Ryan, our boy, is able to cleanly sweep both Surskit and Pavilion with rollout. Never a risk. Yo, it'd be kind of wacky if that was the most difficult gym battle of the entire game. Yo, sure hope that doesn't happen. Moving on from that, we're able to finally get our 6th team member, and it is a Combi. Male. Thankfully, Professor Sick has more Pokemon for us to collect, and a light bulb went off in my head when I saw how useful this little green guy might be. Then we meet everyone's favourite evil gentleman who has the award for both worst villain and best villain in the Pokemon series. Well done, Red. As we exit Lumio City and continue on our way, I think now is as good a time as any to explain why I chose Gen 6 for this challenge. It's not only because I enjoy these games, I honestly think they're quite underrated, but it's also because of what's happening in the background right now. We can catch so many Pokemon, an absolutely absurd amount. By the time we're ready for gym number 2, we've got a Love Disc who we traded away for a Steelix, we got the Big Boy Extreme, and we got the goddamn Moon. This is an A team, a B team, and even a small C team, which is exactly the scenario this challenge calls for. Backups upon backups. We must treat our run like we are constantly approaching a devastating famine, and all the stored food in the back, that is what will enable us to survive. Metaphors out the way, it's time to peg this game. The opening was absolute doo-doo garbage trash, with the character Claude's claws being clawful.
Flip-a-dip-dip!
Absolutely wasted power-up which accomplished nothing. The next few shots paint an equally bad picture as we're only getting a few pegs each time. The lines just aren't there. This is unideal. We are running out of balls at a terrifying pace. Once we're down to 3, it's looking grim. But I'm not giving up. A Mona Lisa of a trick shot right here, right now. We might just have a comeback on our hands. 2 balls for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pegs. The dream is alive. Just get in there. Yes, okay. Wipe those out. You, okay. Off pink, onto that one up there. Then get one down low. Then in the bucket. Planned. All planned. If I go there, I could get that orange one. Then that pink. If it gets a few more, that might be a free ball. If we get it in the bucket as well, that's actually just game-changing. Okay. I have terrible news, everyone. I have terrible news. These 6 brave individuals must now be released to the great beyond. Now, as detrimental as this is to our run, 6 Pokemon dying at once is not the end of the world. It was an expected casualty, and that is why I had planned for it. Sadly, we are not without true loss, though. The Moon is dead, and the Fire Nation has won. The gym battle was super easy, however. The B team had just suffered no casualties, and it was really clean, and yeah, 2 badges in the bag, baby! Not wanting to miss a beat, I start heading over to Reflection Cave to see if it can show who I really am. And that's someone that really wanted to snubble, apparently. Also, someone who wanted to almost lose to a couple random Lucarios to capture Burger the Nidoran and meet a bunch of children inside said cave. One of which is caught and named Epstein, who could prove invaluable within the fighting gym coming up. First, we have to fight rival Mick Rivalson, which is a fight that exists. Aye, Burger. Baptism of fire. Quite literally. Let's see how well you do. I don't think this thing has a psychic move. Oh, Burger Queen. Then we go to the aforementioned fighting gym. As I established, the Peggle match starts before the gym leader, so we can sweep through the gym trainers unimpeded. And that went fine until we were very much peded by this absolute cancer. Fairy move that does damage, Farah. Jesus Christ. It make life so much easier. Ooh. I have terrible news, chat. There goes a pretty strong fairy type, and more importantly, a number. Because if our pegging goes poorly, we're gonna have a lot less of them very soon. Oh, and I have f***ing Claude. Great. Wonderful. Let's go! Oh yes, he is back for round 2, and he is just as worthless as ever. Worse still, even when we do get this absolute poggle of a slide, it's completely useless because the circle was full of blue. I need the oranges. And the following shots ranged from missing entirely but getting a lucky bucket, or one peg, one ball. We're at the fabled 3 ball mark again. Claude has ensnared us in a desperate battle for survival. Let's make this next one count. Stop bouncing so high! No! This game is so dead it calls for a dead meme. Alexa, play the Shadow of the Colossus boss defeat music. Then it's all gonna be okay. It has to be this one. Free ball! Yes! Free ball! And all of them are done! Oh. Break now, give me that last one, baby, no! Oh my god, Alexa, turn that garbage off, put some Guilty Gear music or Tekken or, I don't know, editor me will decide later, but just put it on. The plan is as complicated as it is simplistic. Hit this peg on the side, ricocheting it off right into the bucket, granting us a free ball with which we will use to hit the last peg. If I do it now, I could like get it in a free ball and then just like smash the last one. If I miss, we've lost. Oh, I don't know if it lines up. No! Why did it go so... Listen, we tried our best, and in the end of the day, that isn't all that matters. We just lost 6 Pokemon. I just hate. 6 more teammates meet their demise. Gym 3 isn't even beaten yet, and we've lost a total of 13 Pokemon in a hardcore Nuzlocke. That is unideal, and it pains me to say that the details of this loss get even worse, because in our hubris, our belief that we were stronger, we brought Quilladin Ryan into the front lines. I mean, it was hyped up for so long, this should have been an ideal time for him to come into a gym battle and show us his true power. This was meant to be his story, and now his chapter has ended, and the mourners were mourning. Remember when I said earlier we had an A team, B team, and C team? Yeah, now we've just got a team. If something doesn't change, we're straight up just going to run out of Pokemon due solely to Peggle. How many more of our friends are gonna fall without even having the chance to prove their battling prowess? It has to be 0. We must be better. The next morning I went to fight Karina. I lead Epstein and she uses Psybeam 3 times, and that's the fight. My guys, are we noticing a pattern here, perchance? Whatever, that gym was irrelevant. Who actually cares? We about to get one of the best Pokemon in this entire game. A Lucario. One of the strongest steel fighting types ever created. A Pokemon with insane stats and a move pool so deep it contains everything it could ever desire. Oh yes, this guy right here is a warrior. A powerhouse. Or as I like to call him, Bob. Shalor Town is behind us, and aside from grabbing Tentastic the Tentacle, picking up the leftovers this game just left for us, and some other things, we're ready for the next gym. A very, very short journey between the two, but that's beside the point. It's time for our next pegging moment. This time though, before beginning, I am surgical with my selection. Just in case things went awry. All I needed to win this grass gym would be Mr. Worldwide the Pavilion and maybe Epstein as backup. So rather than risking additional heavy hitters like Agatha the Snorlax or Bob, or just Pokemon I enjoy like Tentastic, I bring some of the expendable ones. That's not gonna happen though. The not part of that sentiment is the key though. It's time to play Peggle. It's time to annihilate. Let me get this straight. Every single thing went perfectly. Good character. Easy level. What in God's name happened here? Oh, that's right. This game hates me and cheats. Ooh. Are you fuck? No, that was an act of God. Maybe here? I am gay. No. This isn't me. This isn't me, chat. This isn't me. I am getting... There is some satanic demons at work here. It was a good shot, but okay. Okay, what's best here? That, okay, that onto there. That could get that one. Then maybe if we can get a really good bounce, we can get a free ball. Okay, that was the worst case scenario. No, I don't. No. Just a little bit lucky. No, that was such a good shot. No. You have to admit, that last shot was pretty fire. Get it? Because it's a dragon, and also because we're cooked. Chat, I have terrible news. Chat. So here's a fun little game you can all play along at home. If we caught a Pokemon on every single route, barring one Centric that I killed, and have now lost 19 Pokemon, how many do we have left? It's free. It's just free. And so many believers. And you all lost. 97% of you. Needless to say, we're in a bit of a crisis right now. And my god, if Ramos proves to be a challenge, then we're... Oh, no, never mind. Surprisingly, a team comp of Snorlax, Tentacruel, and Lucario is really good. So saving them in the reserves was absolutely the best choice. We are able to easily beat the Grass Gym. The real big question now, though, is... do we have enough to even beat this game? We've had so many deaths that it's looking less and less likely. Inside Route 13, the first Pokemon we run into is a Dugtrio. Not my favourite, but probably the best for the upcoming gym. It's as I'm battling Team Flare and trying not to overlevel, however, that I come to a realization. I believe the monks call it enlightenment. I look within my party and see, yes, water Pokemon. Move surf, travel across water, water encounters. And so it was. 2 more water-type Pokemon were caught, perfect for the electric gym. But most importantly, floating elegantly atop the waves was one of my favourite Pokemon of all time. Unarguably the greatest dragon type the series has ever known. It's your boy, Dragalge! In its baby form, give him time. Alright, so pros of Dragalge. Looks awesome. Is a seahorse, which I really want as a pet one day. Poison Dragon type is objectively the greatest type combination in the entire series. I love this little guy. He is officially the main character of the story. He is my favorite one. He will be in all the battles. He will do so much work. You just wait and see. And so I think it's time for a friend to come back. I name our boy here Skrillpitin Ryan. With him caught, it's time to address a pretty big problem even his glory isn't enough to fix. Our challenge. There's 7 Pokemon left and we're entering the electric gym, one that actually can be a little tricky at times. Transcending that though is Peggle match number 4. We cannot afford to lose this one, otherwise it's Jova. We need a good level. We need a good level game. Be kind to me. Give me a good easy one, okay? That's good. That's actually really good. Random. Oh, we got Owl! Go for the slide. Slideroo. Try and ignore that slide. Maybe we can get it for free later. You bet big. You're about to get paid out, Naga. Not even a challenge. We've done it. We've done it. I'm calling it now, baby. We've done it. Doubters be damned. Oh, I'm doing trick shots now, baby. And the Lord said, if on this day you will be hard carried by the owl. And so it was. The dream lives. The dream actually lives. Oh, and the gym fight was just me clicking one button with Bob. Oh shit, we just get Thunderbolt? Oh, hello. Alright, rival fight happens. Goober hits the saddest water spout in the history of Pokemon. We catch Goomy the Quagsire. Listen to a spooky story.
Number 9, who killed Cock?
And of course, shopping. Oh, and how could I forget the capture of Basculin? All before the fairy gym, by the way. Ooh. Given we have exactly all the water types in the world, I fill my team primarily with them, so should things get out of hand for a 4th time, we're not completely screwed. Just kind of. Good levels. Oh, that's the first level of the game! That is the first level! Good day to be me! Oh, his cheerleading has blessed us this fine day. That's right, here is baby's first Peggle map. Simple, straightforward, no rectangles of doom, we got an OP character. It'd take a moron of epic proportions to mess this up. It's pegging time. Little trick shot action. Oh. Yes. I'm sorry, did you not have any faith in me? Get the goddamn hell out of my channel this minute. Subscribe on the way out, though. The Peggle match completed with no one dying. I bet you are dying to know how the gym battle went. And it's something special. I mean, we got to use Goober, Tentastic, and Basculin? Because when I think of a strong Pokemon capable of beating gym leaders, I think of a Pokemon like Basculin. Leaving the gym means we have to deal with Team Flare again, but it's nothing Goomy and Tentastic cannot handle. Then we're on to Route 15, which in my opinion is important for 2 reasons. Number 1, encounters. Always love them, especially in a challenge where everything dies within 3 minutes. And number 2 is, I feel for whatever reason, this is the point in the game where someone on the development team was like, yes, random nightmare trainers go brrr. Like honestly, I don't know why, but I feel you start to run into significantly harder trainer battles from this point onwards. And as a prime example, I did a double battle against this God of War and Alakazam.
Yes, so?
Without a dark type.
Right this way. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I led Agatha and Tentastic against these two, but instantly swapped the poison-type Tentastic out for Goober. While on its first turn, Alakazam sets up the Reflect, cutting the power of physical moves in half for the next 5 turns. God of War then used Psychic on Goober, which does almost 50% damage to her, and thanks to Reflect, Agatha can't get a one-hit KO on Alakazam. Not wanting the invaluable Goober and her incredible water spouts to die, I switched them for Goomy, and girl came in here with luck like no one else. Alakazam wastes its turn with telekinesis, and that turned out to be very, very good, as God of War divides by 0, putting Goomy's health to both a nice and not nice number. Regardless though, Agatha is able to take out Alakazam, but there is still a risk of someone dying, due to the fact we need to keep switching into God of War's terrifying psychic attacks. The carousel of death can never be stopped. God of War once again uses Psychic, almost killing our poor boy. At this point, all I could do was pray that the special defense of Tentastic was enough to hold up, and I gambled by sending him in. Finally though, God of War used Psychic on Agatha instead. Obviously that does nothing, and the next turn, Tentastic protects as Agatha finishes the battle with one final body slam. Alright, so pretty hard trainer battles. I'm obviously not going to go over all of them, but that's the point. Also, I really just wanted to commentate over a long battle for once in this video. It's been so long, please send help. Not gonna lie, for whatever reason, I always forget we have to go through Frost Cavern in this game. And I don't know why, but hey, at least we're able to catch an Ice type. Always good to have an Ice type on hand. Thank God the Frost Cavern has so many Ice types at its disposal. There are a few tough battles in here, mainly it's fighting types for whatever reason. They always give me just the most trouble. With the most trouble I find myself in being because of my lack of knowledge that Medicham is part Psychic. With good special... okay, yeah. Good special defense. We're fine, don't worry about it. Once Team Flare is taken care of, we move on to Route 17 and catch a Sneasel before arriving at Anastar City. And speaking of stars, It's time for a real one to reappear. After so many hard-fought battles and incredible moments of screen time that will be captured throughout the ages and uploaded with billions of views on all platforms, he has finally reached his peak. But he's gonna go in the box, not because he can't handle the psychic gym, it's because his previous lives had trouble surviving getting pegged. Speaking of which, that's a bad one. That's a, oh my, no, you may want to brace yourselves. This is a bad one. Oh, do you want to bet? Yeah, let's do a bet. Oh, okay, we got Owl. Okay, that's big. We need to get rid of those ones. Those ones at the back are gonna be really annoying. Just get me a nice little gap in. Not the best start. Right, we're just going there. Good shot. Good shots all around. Free ball. Yeah, why don't we just go in that quirky little bucket?
Bonk.
Come on, just get... Okay, we take it.
Boink.
Why are you going up there, Owl? Why? Oh, I got cheated. Oh, I got cheated so hard. Never mind, that was planned. We didn't have any fans of the team that we made, did we? There weren't any fans in chat. It's not guaranteed because that shot is not perfect. If I get that one though, then we're in the business. We're in the business of winning. I swear, I don't know how I managed to hit that. If we hit that, it's gonna like go up, and then we might just be able to get the cheeky free ball. I don't know how far it's going to go is the thing, or what the timing is. No! No, that pink one! That's rigged. That pink peg came out of nowhere. To add insult to injury, we were on the cusp of getting a free ball through points here. Just one or two little schmeckles would have done it. Oh, but who am I kidding? The main reason we lost is because my goddamn Owl was smoking meth. Aimbot my ass. More like aim bad, damn it. We lost some good ones today in this tragedy. And worse still, a lot of those dead would have been good for the psychic gym. A gym which is in fact the most difficult in this game. Alright, so peek behind the curtains. Before this moment in the script, I actually thought this gym was truly the most difficult in the game. No. It was very easy, in fact. So yeah, Peggle. 7 out of 8 badges are in my hand. We have but one gym left to beat, and I'm gonna spoil it for you. It's gonna go exactly as you predict. But that's not really the big last hurdle before the Elite Four in this game. No, there is another one, and his name is Lysander. So make sure you subscribe to the EscarJoe channel to see how that goes. Who will live? Will my beloved Skrelpidin Ryan die? Will he even do anything? God only knows.